Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Asgardians and mutants alike. Welcome to another Liam Aiden gameplay video. Back with more Marvel Strike Force today, where, as the title suggests, we're going to be unlocking a legendary member of the Uncanny X-Men, Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is someone, in fact, the X-Men are a squad that I have just not invested in. I've hardly invested in them at all, so I've really kind of slept on Phoenix. So even though I've been playing the game for a long time, she's someone that I have just never unlocked. So I'm actually quite excited to get around to doing that today. So you unlock Phoenix through the Phoenix Rising event, which we can see right here. Runs every few months. It's not one of the ones that's been made permanent yet, although it may be soon, I think. And if we take a look inside, she actually unlocks at 5 stars. So we're gonna have to get to tier number 5 today. Now, I already did tier number 1 a long time ago. One of the first videos I ever made for Marvel Strike Force. Actually, do not look it up. It's probably not worth looking at. Probably very bad because it was a super early video. So today we're going to be doing tiers 2 through 5 because she does unlock at 310 shards. She is a 5-star unlock. Now, if we take a look here, we can see that the requirements are 5 villain mystic controller characters at 5 stars. And then for the unlock here, they're recommending level 64 plus gear tier 11 and level 6 abilities. Now, for most of the characters I'm going to use, that's not going to be a problem. A couple of them might be relatively low, as you can see here actually. So I'm going to be using Hela, I'm going to be using Loki, I'm going to be using Ronan the Accuser, Hand Assassin, although she's up at a relatively decent level, I don't have enough stars on her to make her usable. And then I think I'm going to be using Nobu and Mordo. The only other option that you have there in that villain controller category would be Dr. Doom. Obviously, if you have Dr. Doom, go ahead and use Dr. Doom, but it's unlikely you've got Dr. Doom if you're still unlocking Phoenix. Let's go over and take a quick look at the characters I'm going to use today. Hela. So Hela is really going to kind of solo this for us here today. She's pretty OP for this event. I've got her at level 70, gear tier 13, 7 stars, only 5 red. I've got her on ISO as the healer, and that's maxed out. ISO 1 anyway, the green ISO. No blues on her yet. And I've got all of her T4s in place. Now, I actually used Hela to complete DD2, Dark Dimension 2, which is why I invested in her so heavily. I haven't invested in her a while, but she's going to be enough to do this, and I think she's pretty much going to solo it for us. Next, of course, we have Loki, second Guardian on this team. He's also up at level 70 and gear 13. I can't remember why I invested in Loki. That might have been actually for a Doom War chapter at some point. I can't remember. Anyway, I obviously have invested in him a little bit. 2 T4s on him, his special and his ultimate. He's up at level 80. He's a lot squishier than Hela, so I don't know how well he's going to do, but again, he's pretty powerful up at 80,000. I don't think we're going to have a problem with him. The 2 Asgardians are going to be our MVPs. Ronan the Accuser, not invested in him as heavily. He's still going to be at a decent level for this event, I think, so no T4s on him. Level 70 though, but only at gear level 12. Now, I could take him up to gear 13, and I will do that if we need to, but fingers crossed we really don't need to because he's not a character that I use a lot. I really don't want to invest in him. I only got him at 5 stars and only 4 red, but again, I think that's going to be enough for today. I do think he's going to be useful. Next, we got Nobu. Nobu, one of those characters that I'm just loathed to invest in. Kind of trash turtles. The whole hand squad is trash turtles overall. I would not recommend investing in them in any way. The only reason to invest in Nobu, or indeed Hand Assassin, is for this unlock. So I am going to have to take him up to 7 star at some point to get my 7-star Phoenix. But he's not worth investing in. I'm going to try and do it as low as possible. I've already got him at level 65 for some reason in gear level 12, which already seems like way too much to me. He's going to be pretty squishy and I think pretty useless in this event. And finally, that brings us on to Mordo. Now, Mordo I am more inclined to invest in than Nobu, although evidently I haven't invested in him very much. He's only at level 65, so only just really at the level they recommend for this unlock, and only a gear level 10. So in fact, a little low for this unlock, only at 35,000 power overall. Now, I think I invested in him originally just to get through those first kind of mystic battles that you have to get through. I haven't touched him since then. I think he's going to be squishy and he might not survive. That's the team. That's my prediction. Let's see how we do. Let's head on over to the event and take a look. It's interesting. Obviously, we're going to start off with Tier 2. It's interesting because a lot of these unlock events, they limit you to characters, but normally, you know, it's either sort of like a team of 5 toons, the only toons you can choose, or you've got a big list of toons. This is a little different here because we do have those tags, but you're still super limited to only kind of 7 characters that you can choose from. This is the team here. I could throw in Hand Assassin at the beginning, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try with Mordo the whole of the way through. 313, nearly 314 power. Yeah, I think this is going to be overkill. Even though Mordo and Nobu are maybe going to be a little bit squishy, I really don't think we're going to need them at all, because I mean, I think especially for these first few tiers, we're basically just going to be waiting for Hela to move, really, to shoot off her ultimate ability. I'm just kind of checking out, because obviously I don't have Phoenix, so I'm not entirely sure what all of her moves are. Obviously I know she resurrects as Dark Phoenix, which is pretty powerful, but I don't really think we're going to get to see that in this event here, because we're just going to be too quick with everybody else. She's not going to get a chance to do that. Although maybe that's what you would actually do if you had a weaker squad. But here we go, ultimate, boom. There we go. Hela's ultimate is just going to wipe the floor with everyone for Tier 2 and maybe Tier 3 as well. I think it's just going to be delete, delete as soon as she manages to get off her ultimate. There we go. Boom. 3-star victory. 30 shards of Phoenix in the bag. So what does that take us up to? 45. Okay, so I already had some shards from that first tier that I did oh so long ago. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Let's move on to Tier 3. Looks like America Chavez is joining us. America Chavez, I should say, is joining us for this tier. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot for her to do. Again, we're just going to be waiting for the Asgardians to do their thing. Be interested to hear. Let me know down below the teams that you used. Maybe you're unlocking Phoenix right now. Maybe you're planning on unlocking her recently. Maybe you unlocked her a long time ago, but just be interested to hear the teams, the squads that you are using, and how you got through it here. Because, you know, it's possible that a level 70 Gear 13 Hela, she might actually do me right through to the unlock. I might really not need to invest in everybody else, other than stars, obviously. Now let's see if we can do this again. Boom. Okay, so so Spidey dodged, and there are 3 toons yet to spawn, but that was pretty much Hela clearing the board for us yet again. Let's take out Carnage first, I think. So Chavez not packing enough punch. Boom, Ronan the Accuser finished him off. Oh, let's go for Venom. Boom, bye-bye Venom. Thanks, Loki. Boom. Thanks, Greg. All right, perfect. Perfect. So that is Tier 3 in the bag. We're rocketing through this. I think this might be the fastest unlock video I've ever done for Marvel Strike Force. Certainly the smoothest one, I think. Which is odd, because I really did not plan at all for this. Didn't plan for it to be such an overkill team. But so here they're saying level 55, gear tier 8, and level abilities 5. So again, we're still way OP on pretty much everyone for this tier as well. So it's really only tier 5 where we have one character, really Mordo, who's not quite up to snuff here. But I don't think it's not going to be an issue. Not going to be an issue. Okay, back in the aim lab. So I guess Doctor Strange is going to try and cast his spell here. Let's take out Venom first. I don't want him throwing around any debuffs again. Not that he's really that much of a risk to us. Come on, Hela. Boom. Clearing the board yet again. Look at that. This isn't even fair. Let's call in some minions just for fun. Call in some hand minions. Okay, phase 1 complete. Thank you, Doctor. It's a cool animation on America Chavez, but she's just way too weak. The one they're letting us borrow here to do any damage. That's the kind of level that they're, you know, suggesting that this team is at. The kind of level that we sort of should be at, quote unquote, in order to be taking part in this unlock here. We've just way overdone it. So anyone out there who is, you know, using this video to get an idea of what it takes to unlock Phoenix, this is way OP. I think you could really, I know they're saying gear tier 11, but as of yet, I think gear tier 10 would be more than enough. We'll wait and see what this final unlock tier 5 is like, but so far this has been incredibly easy. Even Mordo and Nobu have been doing serious damage. Boom. Cutting straight through that. There we go for another 3-star victory. Perfect. Obviously you don't actually get stars, but we do get Phoenix shards and some Mega Orb shards as well by the looks of things. So that's pretty cool. There are some good characters you can open in those Mega Orbs. Okay, so this is it. This is the final tier for us today. The unlocked tier, 130 shards. This is the one that they're saying level 64, gear tier 11, and level 6 abilities. Watch me just get totally destroyed now on this last unlocked tier. Ha ha ha. Gear 11 is the suggested, but actually you need gear 14 to complete it. Even Hela can't do it. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it would be pretty hilarious if that happened. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be really upset, but also be pretty hilarious. Alright, so yeah, I guess if you don't have OP characters like Hela and Loki here to kind of guide you through, then I guess you're going to be taking full advantage of all Phoenix's abilities. You're probably going to be using Dark Phoenix. Ooh, there you go. So that is the first time we used Hela's ultimate and it didn't clear the board. Did not clear the board. Ultimus and those 2 creepers still standing there. But there you go. Boom. Ultimus taken out by a minion, a summon, a hand summon. Man, that's got to sting, right? But yeah, I think if you didn't have OP characters, didn't have characters at gear 13, and you were trying to do this unlock for the first time, I think you'd probably be making liberal use of Phoenix's Dark Phoenix ability. Yeah, that would really get you through here. So I think you could do this. I think you could do this with gear 10, guys. I think level 60, maybe 65, but I think level 60, gear 10, you could probably do this. The characters I'd recommend is probably this lineup that I've got here, assuming you don't have Doctor Doom, of course. But if you've got Doctor Doom, I mean, you're not going to need this guide. You're not really going to need help with this. So assuming that you don't have Doctor Doom, these are the characters I would recommend investing in, just because Hand is such a Trash Turtles team, such a Trash Turtles tag in the game. I don't recommend investing in them at all. So out of the 2, Nobu or Hand Assassin, I'd say Nobu is the more useful of the 2. But then I'd say you want to just do everyone but him. So don't do Hand Assassin, do Mordo, Loki, Hela, and Ronan instead. But maybe they're going to give us new characters too. I mean, this is 2022, this is February 2022 that I'm making this video, so maybe they're going to give us a bunch more villain mystic controllers, because it's one of those kind of complex tag combos that we've just not had many new characters in. Obviously Doctor Doom has been the newest character there. But we've done this, folks. 3 tunes left to go. And again, we're just waiting for someone big. Boom. That was Ronan deleting Ronan on Ronan action right there. Boom. And then Hela taking out that final tune. That is it. We have completed Tier 5 just like that. Victory. Boom. Final 130 shards. It's taken us up to 310. We have enough shards for our 5-star unlock. Let's do this. Got some red star orb shards there too. Let's do it. Let's recruit Phoenix. Boom. Here we go. Do it. Do it. Awesome. 3 red stars on her as well. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Well, there you go. Phoenix in the house. So yeah, X-Men, they're a great team to invest in. Why haven't I invested in them? You know, I just didn't. You kind of have to, with any game like this, you have to make decisions, right? It's about managing your resources. You're going to invest in some things and not in others. I made the call very early not to invest in mutants, and wherever possible I kind of went the other way. Then when I did have to invest in mutants later, I had my X-Force and my X-Factor to invest in, so I just haven't gotten around to X-Men yet. I am actually about to bring my Astonishing X-Men up, my X-Men, which won't include Phoenix, but part of the reason that I did unlock her now and that I made sure I was ready to unlock Phoenix now is because you do need a legendary team for Dark Dimension 4. I'm so close to finishing Dark Dimension 3. I haven't done it yet. I'll make a video about it when I do, but that's another video. And Dark Dimension 4, obviously, I'll make videos about that as well when I get to it. But in Dark Dimension 4, there is a whole legendary lane where you just need legendary characters. Phoenix is probably going to be one of the legendaries I'm going to use there. She's not an amazing legendary. There was a time when she was truly meta and very OP. That's certainly not the case anymore, but she's still pretty decent, and I'm pleased I have her on my squad. I am going to use her in DD4, but that is another video. Well, there you go. That is all from me today. Do let me know down below how you're getting on with your own Phoenix unlocks and with the X-Men anyway in game. Let me know teams that you use Phoenix on, where you'd recommend using her in the game. I always love reading your comments, recommendations down below. That is all from me today. If you did enjoy this video, found it informative or entertaining in any way, please consider giving it a like, a thumbs up down below. I really do appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And hey, while you're here, why not consider subscribing to Leah Maiden Gameplay? I drop new gameplay videos for Marvel Strike Force and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes every single week, and I would love to have you along for the ride. Well, that is all from me today. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, look after each other.